Hi, I'm Rajvi Sampath, welcoming you to Furhour Talks. This channel is all about fun, tips, stories, and advices from pet parents and experts. But before that, just a quick reminder this channel is also about keeping everything light and fun and creating a comfortable space. So please share your experiences and suggestions with us. Other than that, just sit back and enjoy the chat. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to Fur Talks. Today we are with Josofina here, mommy to four pups. So let's dive into the conversation with her. So, Josofina, good morning. How are you doing?
Nice to meet you.
And how are your pups here?
So this is Kevin. He's 4 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and Lisa, she's 2.5. And these two, this is Max and Sophie. They're about 18 months.
Okay.
They're Pomeranians.
Let's dive into the conversation of how did you make them?
Okay, so Kevin is my first one that I got in UAE during COVID. It was an opportunity where we moved to a pet-friendly accommodation, which is this current house. And so I really wanted a dog all my life, and I have been staying in Dubai for the last 18 years. So I got Kevin first. After having Kevin, I felt that he was lonely, so I got Max for Kevin. This is Max. And then they're two boys, so they are a bit dominant over each other. They're trying to see who is mom's favorite all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, when I was traveling on holiday with my husband in Korea, um, I asked him to visit a pet shop just to see. And then we saw this little one here, Sophie. And she's about a few months younger than Max. So we saw her. It's a lost cause the moment you see her in the pet shop. They asked me, "Do you want to get her?" And it's a yes. So that's how I got Sophie after holiday.
So you said earlier that you got her from Korea,
Yes,
Sophie from Korea.
yes.
So what challenges did you face like to bring her in here from Korea?
So there is a certain age limit that UAE has to bring in dogs from outside, and I
Mm-hmm.
think for Korea it was she has to be 5 months old. So when
Mm-hmm.
we saw her, she was just 3 or 4 months old. So after I confirmed that I want the dog and I made the payment, I actually had to pay for boarding in Korea for the
Mm-hmm.
next few more weeks. And in the meantime, we have to get her vaccine and then all the documents for the cargo. Yeah.
Okay.
So then only once that is done, it's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty straightforward once that is done. So uh, we use Emirates Airline, the Sky Cargo.
So you told us about Kevin. You told us about Max,
Mhm.
Sophie, and now let's get to Lisa.
So Lisa is a adopted pup.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ladies that I know, she posted about needing a foster for Lisa because she was not well and she was in the vet for quite a few weeks. And when she was discharged, because of her condition, they wanted someone to look after her before they
Mm-hmm.
found a new home. So I went with her to the vet, and then I brought her home, and then introduced her to the pups to see how they would get along.
Okay.
So when she came, of course, this little con artist, she showed everyone like, I'm a little good girl. I can use pipette. I'm very quiet. And then those three, they all just followed her around and they just accepted her. And it was very strange because usually if they see any strangers, these guys are barking at everyone. But she seemed very motherly to them, and then so they just accepted her. Yeah.
So she was the one who taught them the other things, like how to, be calm, be playful, or
I think she's quite nurturing when she
yeah.
meets them. I always find her licking their faces.
Okay.
Yeah. And then she likes to yell at Kevin, like bark at him if she's being too boisterous. Yeah, so she doesn't like if it's too noisy. And then she also very protective with like since she's joined us for like almost 6 months, she's developed some really not so nice habits because before she was really quiet and she's like using the pipette now. She's barking at strangers who comes close to us, like trying to protect her pet. And that's quite disrupting when we go out. And also now she's being with all her buddies, the three and four of them. So she forgets, she gets playing too much, and then she'll pee everywhere in the house. Sometimes 20% of the time she forgets.
Oh.
You forget, huh? Yeah.
So, what is the fun that of having pets with you? What
Um,
perks do you see?
of course, dogs are most interactive. Like they are keeping me company when I come back from a long day of work. The way they welcome me when I come home is really fun. Forget about all the stress at work. And also, they are more interactive than hamsters. Hamsters just probably run around. I used to have one, and they are
Okay.
really cute, and you can take nice pictures and then talk to them. But then the dogs
And you
are more, yeah, interactive. So they want your attention. They want to play with you. You can dress them up.
can
You can,
cuddle them.
yeah, you can cuddle them. You can take them for walks
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Yeah, so pretty
Okay.
rewarding.
So
Yeah,
even like, do you feel a difference in emotional balance or something also when like they are
yeah,
around or something?
definitely. I mean, every time I get an extra dog, I disturb my husband. I said like, it's because you're busy at work, so this is all the doggies that fill up all the holes that you have created. So yeah, I mean in the morning these people they wake you up and then they want to lick your face, they want to play. It's like, oh, 5 p.m. in the morning, let's get up and it's time to start a new day. So
We spoke right now about the fun what we what we have when the pets are with us, and the perks what we see when the pets are with us. But there will be some sort of some sort of unexpected moments or unexpected challenges or unexpected things which would be moments which would be happening. So you can like put a light on that.
having a dog is like having a child. So I don't think people realize how much effort and financial cost it goes into owning a pet. Yeah, so actually, owning a pet, it doesn't just stop at the purchase or the adoption fees. There's actually a lot of other things involved. For example, training. I didn't realize how important it was to train the pet while it was really young. So Kevin, he has a very strong personality because I didn't train him until over the age of like 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very strong-willed. He's sometimes disobedient, as in he's the boss, I'm not the boss. So training helped with that. So once I got this, like the second and the third and the fourth one, I realized that it's really important to train them early. So the others are more chilled and more
Okay.
obedient. Yeah. The moment you shift in the bed like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. just to check your phone or just to go to the toilet, the day starts. There's no sleeping in. They want to start the day. They want to play with you. They want to have their breakfast. They want to go for their walks. So yeah, that's also a commitment in time.
Mm-hmm.
You need to take them out at least twice a day at least. But throughout the day also, if you haven't trained them to potty training, then you will need to spend every 4 to 6 hours to take them out as well for pee breaks and potty breaks and stuff like that. So that's another portion of it. So it's not to get a dog for a child. You can't really expect a child to look after the dog because it's actually
Right.
quite a lot of effort. Okay, 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 you grumpy pot. I'm talking about you and you are embarrassed. Yeah. Other costs are like unexpected things like injuries.
Mm-hmm.
When these two, my white ones, Max and Sophie, they play really rough together and then they are such a good buddy with each other. And then they actually get hurt in the process.
Okay.
Sophie actually scratched Max's eye. Yeah, and so that takes a vet visit and then some medication and things like that. Also, cost comes in where you have to do the right thing to neuter them, like to get them neutered so that they don't reproduce because they are two boys and two girls, so we don't want them to make more babies. I can't handle more.
As per you, in an average, for at least one dog, behind one dog, how much average cost approximately a pet parent should be prepared for?
Oh, um, well, let's start with food maybe. I mean, because these guys are really small, so they eat like dry food. It depends on whether you have dry food or wet food or raw food. The cost will differ from there. But because they are small, so the portion they have is very little. Then pee pads, that we go through a lot of those every day, all over the house, and that's one of the costs. But depends on the quality that you buy as well. Some could be like a dirham or 2 dirham per piece, but in a day you maybe go through a few depending on how many dogs you have. Then boarding, if you are not at home, then boarding costs like either daycare or staying over. That could go between like 90 to 100 plus a day.
Okay.
Yeah. Then what else is there? Grooming once a month. Grooming is quite expensive in UAE. It's quite shocking. The price is at least 160 to 200 per dog. And then they don't care how small your dog is because like a big husky would probably be like maybe 8 of my puppies. I only have 4, but they still charge me the full price for 4. But nobody's gonna give me that discount at the moment.
So, if your pets could speak today, what they would say about you?
Oh, they would say I'm tall and pretty, best mommy in the world. No, actually, reality, I think they would be like, why are you so stingy with snacks? Why do we always have to eat so little for lunch or dinner? Why are we always on a diet? Give us more. We want more food. We want more snacks. I think they would tell me like, stop putting us in clothes. We hate it. Or I think they'll be like really excited as well on weekends. They're like, oh, where are you taking us this weekend? Are you taking us to a cafe? Are we going hiking? Are we going swimming? I think they're really excited about that.
Okay.
Or they would tell me like, take me with you. Don't leave me at home. Oh, I know what they would say to me. Let us sleep on your bed now, every night. Let us up.
And let us do all the naughtiness what you don't let us do.
Yeah, they will tell me to do all the things that they want to do, but I don't allow. Don't let them talk. Yeah.
What inspired you to become a pet parent? Can you share that with us?
I think for many years I didn't have my own dog, but I always love dogs very much and animals. And I had a friend who had a Pomeranian named Tommy. And when he was 6 years old, I met them, and then I helped to look after him for the next 6 or 7 years until he was 13. Yeah. So I really love playing with Pomeranians. So that's why I got Pomeranians. And also the apartment that I used to stay at in Dubai, there was a lovely family who had a golden retriever named Simba. And I also really love that dog. And it used to be such a great combination because I would play with their dog, and then they would look after the pet. So we had a good team effort to look after this pup. Yeah, the building in Dubai, they decided after 1 year that pets are not allowed in the property, and then they wanted to not renew the contract. So then there was challenge on how to manage the dog for who is already now like over 1 year old. Yeah, so that's Simba.
Oh.
Yeah, so what we did was the family allowed me to adopt him, and I actually sent him home to my dad. My dad, when he found out how much I love this dog, he offered to look after Simba. So I sent him to Malaysia with Sky Cargo, and then he lived there for the next 10 or 11 years of his life.
Wow,
Yeah.
lovely.
So during the pandemic, I couldn't go home to visit him, and then sadly 2 years ago he passed away.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I decided that I want dogs in my life. So that's how I started getting more and more after Kevin. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
lovely actually.
Yeah.
So we have come to the end of the podcast,
Thank you.
and let's play a small game,
Oh, okay.
a small rapid fire, so we
Okay.
can know more about you and more about your pets.
Okay. Yeah.
So first one, let's start. Who's the naughtiest of the all?
Oh, I think the most demanding is this one.
Okay.
But they all have their own naughty things that they do. Yeah, I can't pick. They all have their own naughty behaviors.
Okay.
Tung, 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 four.
How many clothes each of your pets have?
Oh no, too many.
Too
I
many?
have so much clothing for them. Yeah, I bought so many outfits that
Like around 50, 20, 100?
I have like about 6 boxes of clothing.
Wow. Amazing. What's one product you can't live without?
Pet product.
Hmm.
Um, I think pee pad. Pee pad is really important for me. These people that they get around the house, pee pad, and also this really amazing pet dryer box. Yeah,
Okay.
it helps me in between groomings. It's
For blow dry or
yeah,
something?
blow drying. Yeah, so that it
Okay.
saves time that I can wash them at home and then dry them really quickly in between if they get grubby. Yeah, that's great.
So pee pads and blow dryer.
Yeah.
Okay. What do your pets will prefer? I'll give you choices. Cafe, hiking, swimming, or a beach. Walk at a
Um,
beach.
I think they hate the water, though I make them go and swim and all that.
Okay.
I think they like hiking quite a lot because they can go off leash and then run around and sniff around. Yeah, so I think hiking. Yeah, they would like hiking.
Hiking.
Yeah, yeah.
Hiking. Okay. How frequently you share your photos of your pets on Instagram, Reels?
So Kevin has a main account, and then I didn't make individual ones for these three.
Okay.
So
How often you share?
how often? I think I share very often on stories. Yeah, for them, but reels are a little bit harder because it takes more time
More
and a
time.
bit more thinking. Yeah.
Okay. One pet care tip everyone should know.
I think it's really important to send your dogs to training early.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way with Kevin. But if you start early, then you have very obedient and chill dog. Yeah.
Chill. Okay. So I'm seeing 4 of them here. Are you planning to adopt any more?
Can we talk about this behind the camera? At the moment, no. No, I only have two hands, two dogs and two hands.
And 2 more hands of your husband.
Oh yeah, I could get another four more.
At the end of our talks. Yes. So our viewers would like to hear something from you. Would you like to share something? Look at the camera.
I think owning a pet is really very rewarding. They give you so much love and fun. But we also need to remember that their lifespan is quite long, so they can live up to 12 or 16 years. And this is a really big commitment in terms of your own time and financial costs. You are their entire world, so they really rely on you, and they need you to look after them and for their well-being and a lot of things. So just have that in mind when you want to adopt more.
And thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Sophie. And thank you, Lisa, for being on our show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining Furhour Talks. For more updates, please like, share, and subscribe our channel.